for Lone Star Legal Aid in Tyler. This presentation is intended to serve as legal information and does not replace legal advice. Contact Lone Star Legal Aid at 1-800-733-8394 or go to www.lonestarlegal.org for more information on legal assistance. Lone Star Legal Aid does not discriminate on the basis of race, color, religion, gender, gender expression, sexual orientation, age, national origin, ancestry, disability, marital status, or military status in any of its activities or operations. Joining us today is Mike Vasquez from PATH in Tyler, Texas. He's here to discuss the services that his agency provides to those in need. And Mike, would you introduce yourself and what you do in your organization?
Thank you, Alex. Thank you for that introduction. I am the operations manager at PATH in Tyler. I've been with PATH for 10 years. PATH has been in operation for 38 years, and we serve the homeless and the poverty population, low income, middle income, above average income. We serve all populations with our services.
All right. Well, thank you for being here. And I'd like to start by mentioning that
in addition to that,
I'm sorry, Mike, you cut out there for a moment. Are you still with us?
I'm not. You're cutting out really bad.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I don't know if you can hear me or not.
Okay, well, I think we can for the moment. So I'd like to mention that PATH is located in Tyler, Texas at 402 West Front Street. They can be reached at 903-597-PATH or 903-597-7284. Their hours are Monday through Thursday, 8 to 6. And they can be emailed at info@pathhelps.org. They provide services for dental, vision, food, utility, rent, and housing. So, Mr. Vasquez, if you can hear me all right, would you talk about what some of the major obstacles are that individuals face when seeking help from your organization? Can you hear me, Mike?
I can hear you now. Yes, I'm having some technical difficulties here on my end. I apologize for that. Last thing I heard was what are some obstacles that families are facing whenever they visit PATH?
Right, and when they're applying for your services.
Yeah, so a lot of times it is a lack of resources. When individuals come to PATH and they're looking for example, your legal advice, we don't have the answers. That's not something PATH can do, but what we look to do is find resources in the community that can help PATH restore hope. Meaning that when someone comes to PATH and we have to say no, we don't want to say no and have a nice day. We want to say no, but here is a resource that can help you. We don't like to say no. We want to be able to help. That's what the families are coming to PATH looking for. So to answer that question is a lack of resources. If it's a clothing closet or a soup kitchen or whatever it may be that they're looking for, it's a variety of different services that they're searching for. And we try to find those resources for the community. So if we can't help them, we know someone that can. We don't like to say no.
Great. Has there been a particular abundance of people seeking these kinds of services since the pandemic began?
Oh, yes, absolutely. So when the pandemic first began in late 2019 or early 2020, and that, everybody shut down. Fortunately, PATH being what we do, we're doing what we do best is still serving the community, and we did not have to shut down. because we were an essential business. We were able to still serve the community. We did have to adjust our operations. But at that time, we were losing volunteers. We were losing resources of food, but we still made it work. We still made things happen because we are people attempting to help. And that's what we're going to attempt to do in East Texas. So during that time, we just saw an overwhelming amount of families coming, seeking assistance. Nobody knew what to do. You and I didn't know what to do. And it was just an uncertain times, and people were turning to PATH for those resources that I discussed a minute ago, but also just coming to get PATH services. They're needing food, they're needing help with their rent or utilities, whatever it may be. We help with so much at PATH, and we were able to still help them. And we began to see assistance with the stimulus checks, and that was a great thing for everybody. And then once that stopped, that we started serving more families again. More families started seeing us or coming to visit us. When they're looking for work, they're coming to visit us, and we're able to provide resource and refer those families. And then we started seeing inflation, as we still kind of see now. So we're still going through that a little bit now. It's gotten better. So families are still needing us. They're still needing PATH and our services. So, but yes, we did see an overwhelming amount during any uncertain times, whether it be the pandemic or inflation. So there's always a need out there, and I'm glad that PATH is available in East Texas.
That is great. Well, let me turn things over to you for a while to explain what those services are and what you can do for people.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. As I mentioned, we do help with our food pantry. We are the largest choice food pantry in East Texas that operates 40 hours a week. So our services at our main PATH office, which is at 402 West Front Street here in Tyler. We help with our food pantry Monday through Thursday, 8 to 6. And in the beginning, we did realize whenever we were operating 8:30 to 4:30 that a lot of families weren't able to get our assistance from PATH because they were either having to use their lunch hour to come to PATH and get services. They're having to use personal time off, vacation time to use at work, and then come to PATH to get services. And we began to readjust our operations and really think about how can we still serve the community without a family using their vacation time or using their lunch hour to come get food or come get their rent paid. How can we do that? So in 2013, summer of 2013, we were able to adjust those hours to Monday through Thursday, 8 to 6. So that is our main program that meets the emergency needs. In addition to that, we also help with rent, and the qualifications with that are our source of income, and that you're able to pay next month's rent. We only pay 1 month behind, or the current month. If you get an eviction notice for the month of August, today being the last month, we're unable to help with August. September coming up. Once you receive your eviction notice, then we can help you with the rent assistance there. But there are some qualifications with that. Same thing with our utility assistance. We do have qualifications for that. Same thing, income coming in, and as a life circumstance happen, whether it be a family emergency or something happened to your property where unfortunate circumstance happened, we are able to assist you with rent and utilities. So there are some qualifications there. Going back to the food pantry, just a recap on that, there are no qualifications to receive food assistance. If you come into our doors and you say, I need food, we will give you food. We will make it happen. We'll go through the loopholes or anything that we need to do to make things happen to make sure that you and your family are fed, and that we are caring for you and respecting and really valuing your life and care for you. A couple other assistances that we offer are our vision. One is our vision, where we have eye doctors in the community that donate their time and service to provide free to the client, free to the family. I don't like to use that word client because sometimes we're all in that same situation, and everyone's my neighbor. We are East Texas neighbors. We're not clients. We're one another. We are the same in one. So we're neighbors. So that's why I hesitate on that word. But So we have eye doctors that help with our neighbors, and they help with getting an eye exam. They help with getting the discounted rate with glasses. Path will pay for $20 up to $20 for glasses. Anything beyond that will be up to the individual to pay the difference. But we can help with vision and or we can help with eye exams and glasses. We also help with dental extractions. Dental extractions are by appointments through Path, where you would call Path and set up an appointment on the first Wednesday of each month. So next week it'll be September 7th that you can call and set that appointment. So if you need more information on that, you can call a couple days before and get that main line, just so make sure you get in line on that wait list. Another program that we help with is our prescription assistance program. The prescription assistance program is available to, just like vision and dental, is available to uninsured individuals, uninsured neighbors. So you can come in if you don't have insurance and you need those eye exams, or you need that dental extraction pool, that tooth pull that's causing you a lot of pain. You don't have insurance. Come talk to Path. Call Path. The prescription. These three programs, these medical programs, the vision, dental, and prescriptions, those are funded by different community partners that we have, local churches, United Way, Christus, ETMC. We do receive funding from them to provide assistance. So prescription right now is a program that we're really pushing. We have available funds for the community to use that. So if you're not getting your prescription refilled because you don't have insurance or it's too pricey, come see Path. Give us a call. During these services, emergency services that I just talked about, the food pantry, rent, utilities, vision, dental, prescription, those are emergency services that we are able to serve each day that we're open. And we are able to serve that through case management. You will meet with a caseworker who is a volunteer. They're just volunteering their time, and they can sit down with you and really talk to you about your needs and how we can help you. So don't worry about any pride issues or how someone's going to judge you. Our caseworkers are very friendly, very kind, very heartwarming individuals, where they will make you feel welcome and sit down with you and really listen to what your need is and see how we can help. One of our long-term programs that Path offers is our housing department. It is a transitional housing program that could be up to 2 years. If a family is facing homelessness, or they're trying to get out of a situation that may be they could be facing homelessness, if just to get out of that situation, whatever it may be, Path does have some housing available. We have 52 homes that we rent out at below market rent, so no more than $650 a month. We have caseworkers that will sit down with you and meet with you once a month and talk about goals, talk about things that are going on in your job, your home life, whatever it may be. You're going to have paid staff caseworkers that sit down with you and discuss those needs or goals with you to help you become maybe one day a homeowner. Or if you don't want to be a homeowner, maybe just obtaining some stability in your rent. And if that's something that's a route you want to go down, and just providing that stability for your family. So we do have that there. That's also can be found on our website, or you can visit Path to get an application and review the qualifications on that if you think you're going to be in a situation. One of the programs that we do not offer is emergency housing. So a lot of families may think of Path as that we have housing and it's an emergency. I need somewhere to stay tonight, or I need somewhere to stay this weekend. That is not something that Path offers. We do have resources that we can share with you on our website, or if you visit with a caseworker, they can help you there as well. So those are our short-term and long-term long-term programs that we have. Some other programs that help us and to support those programs, like our seasonal programs. We have our canned food drive that helps offset expenses for our food pantry. We have diaper drives. So in our pantry, we don't only distribute food. We distribute diapers. We distribute baby formula. We distribute personal hygiene products. We distribute fans in the summertime. We distribute blankets in the wintertime. And so we're always looking to meet that need, whatever it may be. We're looking to do that for the community. So I know there was a time that baby formula was hard to find. Nobody knew where to get it. Path had it. There was a mom that came in and she just could not find the baby formula, and she never would have thought she would find it at Path. And she did. She was very happy about that situation and being able to find it. And, you know, how many cans can I get? And so we had to limit the amount of formula we could give her, but we let her know, you know, if you need more next month, if we have some, we can give it. We do like to rely, we don't solely rely on donations, but a lot of items that are a need are donated items. So it's not always something that we're going to have. We're not always going to have that specific brand of formula. We're not always going to have that specific brand of diapers. It's all donated. And so that we really rely on those donations to come through Path, that we can continue to serve the community. So those are some seasonal programs. Like I said, if you're interested in learning more about Path or wanting to get services, we're there at 402 West Front, Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. If you want to call us, you can, 903-597-7284, or you can email us at info@pathhelps.org or visit our website at pathhelps.org.
And I think it's particularly noteworthy what you mentioned about the food pantry. There are no eligibility requirements whatsoever. If somebody's hungry, you're basically going to help them out.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yes, we will.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful. Can you tell us a little bit about what kind of funding sources you have to provide these services?
Yeah, so we have different congregations in the community. At one time, it was real limited to Smith County, but it has really opened up to other counties. We're getting a lot of awareness in Smith County and the outlying communities. We have a lot of congregations that donate to Path monthly. We have a lot of individual donors, families that have ties, history with Path, and they continue to want to donate. Like I mentioned earlier, we have United Way. We have women's funding of Smith County, Krista's Mother Francis. It was one time ETMC. It's so hard for me not to call it ETMC, but we also have UT Health that donates to us. So we also have TXU and Ambit who support our our utility bills. And when those families come in who have TXU or Ambit, there's specific funds for those assistances. So we can pull from there. We have FEMA as well that helps. Yeah, so there are a lot of these funds may have some restricted areas that it can only be helped with. Obviously, if TXU provides funds for Path, it's not going to be available for food pantry. It's not going to be available for rent. It's available for just utility assistance. So we have the Women's Fund for rent. There's so many local endowments that come through Path that we're able to show appreciation and be able to provide those assistance to East Texas.
Okay. And if a person comes in seeking your services and wants to talk to somebody, you have not only a decent sized permanent staff there, but do you also enlist the help of some volunteers?
Yeah, so weekly we have about 65 to 70 volunteers that run the operations at Path. Part of my job is to recruit and manage and schedule volunteers to make sure that during our operating hours, we always have a volunteer that's going to greet you at the front door, who's going to sit with you and do case management with you, who's going to be available for you in the food pantry. If you're coming in shopping for groceries, I'll make sure we have enough. So with that 65, 70 volunteers, we also have 14 staff members that will oversee those departments. And if there's any problems or conflict or questions, we can always turn to a staff member that can really enforce those policies and procedures and maybe in that time, maybe sometimes even find some flexibility where we can assist one of our neighbors. So yeah.
How do you reach out to the community and let them know you're here and that you're available for these kind of resources?
Yeah. So events or opportunities like this, getting the word out there through any ways that we can to provide that information. We do have community resource events that may happen at the park, and we can go up there and set up a pop-up. We can go to Glass Recreation Center where families may be meeting after school or on the weekend. We can set up there. So a lot of community pop-up events at churches, different congregations that support us will go out to their congregation and meet with them and let them know, even if your members in the church need our services, we are here. So we do those missions Sundays, support groups that we do at those churches. Social media has been really big. We can meet our donors there. We can meet our neighbors that need assistance there. We can advertise, hey, we're registering for coats now, or we're collecting blankets, and that's for our donors, and let's give it back. Our blanket distribution is going to be on this day, or we're collecting coats, like I mentioned, and we're going to start distribution on this date at this location. If you want a coat, register today. So we would provide a lot of information, not only to the neighbors that need our assistance, but to the neighbors that are wanting to support PATH. So there's always opportunities. So when this opportunity came up to provide this information to you guys, I jumped on it because it brings awareness to what PATH does for the community.
All right. Well, we appreciate you being with us today. We'll stop and see if there's any questions about PATH for Mr. Vasquez. And in the absence of that, we thank you for spending your time here with us and for the amazing work that PATH does. Again, you're located at 402 West Front Street. Is that correct, in Tyler?
Yes.
Okay. And again, what is the best way for people to reach you?
You can reach us at 903-597-PATH. And those numbers for PATH are 7284. We'd like to make it easy, 597-PATH. So, or 7284. If you don't have access to a phone, or you are more of a computer savvy person, you want to email us, you can email us at info@pathhelps.org. We also have our website at pathhelps.org.
All right. Well, again, thank you very much. Again, this presentation isn't intended to replace legal advice, and we're here providing information about what you and PATH are able to do for some people of our area. If anyone needs to contact Lone Star Legal Aid, our number is 1-800-733-8394. We are particularly here in the Tyler office for this presentation, and we represent people over a 5-county area, and we look forward to people calling us who might need our help, as I know you do there at PATH.
Yes.
Thank you very much.